and gentlemen, welcome to the Esteemed FaceTime with Leaders, an initiative by World Development Corporation. I am Falakzeeb Khan, anchor at World Development Corporation. FaceTime with Leaders is a platform for industry titans to share their experiences, thoughts, ideas, and best practices in order to inspire one another and future leaders. In a nutshell, we attempt to encapsulate the multi-decadal learnings acquired by these industry leaders. We also hope that by conducting these FaceTime with Leaders interviews, we can bring together a global community of eminent personalities. By bringing together such visionaries on one platform, we hope to play a part in inspiring the lives of other leaders. Great learnings from great leaders undoubtedly assist everyone by identifying, nurturing, and using the trade secrets that are proven success formulas for many. And this is what we aim for with these sessions by making them a gathering of industry stalwarts and a knowledge-sharing community. We have one such industry titan on FaceTime with Leaders with us today, Dr. Sushanto Banerjee. Hello, welcome, Doctor. We are glad to have you here today with us on FaceTime with Leaders.
Hello.
So let me give you a quick brief about Dr. Sushanto Banerjee. His legacy spans over 3 decades. His profound proficiency in corporate and regulatory affairs, government relations, policy advocacy, political networking, and PR initiatives has empowered enterprises to navigate complex landscapes with fitness. His exceptional skill spans a spectrum of crucial domains. His prowess in external stakeholder management, particularly with senior government officials and trade bodies, has underpinned strategic outcomes. Proficiency in public relations and crisis management has enabled him to steer media presence and adroitly handle high-stake PR crises. His strategic thinking has been the cornerstone of his advisory role, ensuring alignment with dynamic environments. In terms of his educational excellence, he has a Ph.D. in chemistry. At present, he is working as Head of Government and Regulatory Corporate Affairs at Dish TV India Private Limited with a committed service of over 1.5 decades. So, Dr. Banerjee, could you let our viewers know in brief about your academic and professional journey?
See, I am basically a science student. I did my BSc Honours Chemistry, then my MSc Chemistry from Delhi University. And after that, I pursued my PhD from Delhi University after getting a national scholarship for 5 years. So after finishing my PhD, I did some postdoctorate work in National Institute of Oceanography, which deals with mainly research on ocean. And after that, since the government department, I was never interested. So there are a lot of, bureaucratic hurdles and a lot of things are there. So anyway, after that, I changed my line to corporate system, and then I joined SL Group, that is Dish TV Z Group. I started working with them in corporate affairs, and then while pursuing my professional career, I did 1 year Posico. That's my education background, academic and professional. And in professional field, I mainly do with corporate affairs, regulatory affairs, which has no rule. Actually, my field, there is no set pattern rule. Every project you have to follow a new system of working.
Right.
Because you have to mainly deal with politicians, that is ministers, member of parliaments, bureaucrats, investigation agencies, trade bodies, and industry lobbies. So, for each project, you have to, adopt a new strategy for getting the work done. So that means every day you have to think anew. Every day you have to learn. You have to update yourself. And there is no set pattern rule for this type of work. And you have to be very much, thorough, not only in your work, but in other work also, like politically, what is happening in the country, and what is the international law for my field. I was in media, right? Media was when I started, media was a new, media and private sector was a new thing in my country. There is no regulation, nothing was there. Only Doordarshan was available for television. And slowly, private sector, Z TV came, Star TV came. When they started, there was no regulation in this country for them. Or whatever broadcasting you are looking for 90s, it was actually uplink from Hong Kong. India was not allowed to for private broadcaster to uplink their channels. So slowly regulation we kept on trying with the government of India and was successful in 2000, 2001 to get the broadcasting regulation in this country so that Indian broadcaster can start operating from Indian soil. And this way it started now developing down this media industry has now developed a lot in last 25 years. It is one of the biggest industry in the world today. So that is the thing, and every day you have to change. I mean, and my corporate affairs work, it's sometimes I have to handle this, investigation things. All corporate faces these types of things, SFIO investigation, ED investigation, GST now new thing has come, GST. We are facing these type of things. We have to handle it, and we are handling it very effectively. And for that, we have to study a lot, all the regulations, Companies Act, GST Act, FERA, FEMA, Money Laundering Act, and what else? These are the things.
Yes. So I must say, like a very interesting and I'm sure like a very challenging career
And
journey.
challenging, not only that, I mean, for my type of work, you have to judge a person within 5 minutes. When I am going to meet a person for getting my work done, I have to judge that person within 5 minutes, and then I have to, act as per that, my judgment.
True, that's there. So we would not want to know, like, you have continued your academic pursuits.
Yeah.
How have you managed it and what's the motivation behind it?
See, academic person was basic thing was I have a proper goal. I used to set the goal, what I have to do in next 15 days, like that. I used to study regularly. I had a habit of studying regularly every day. I used to read, and I have to effectively see. I was in the sports also, so I have to balance my time with sports and study, and then I never hesitate to get my notes. My time there was no computer, nothing. Online things are no there. There's physical library.
Yes.
So I never hesitated to get my notes from my seniors, from my professor. I never used to hesitate. I used to reach to them. Because of my relation, I was a very good peer man during my student life also.
That's really great.
That might have helped me in my work. And regular study habit, that is absolutely necessary. Being in student life, you have to read every day. You cannot keep it being in science field. You cannot skip. You cannot keep it pending. I will do it before exam. That is not possible.
So moving on to our next question, like what are your professional learnings that you would like to share with our viewers who are our future leaders of the corporate world?
I can share my learning in my field. Basically, this is regulatory, corporate affairs, and PR things and crisis management. You have to be updated thoroughly. Correct. And most important, you should have a very good, effective communication, habit. You should convey your things effectively and strongly, so that you can convince the other person to get the thing done. Whether it's a conflict or that it is something, getting your project through or like that, effective communication is a must. And you should carry your team, very emotionally and cleverly. Because team should be at one page. Every member of the team should be at one page. Because my type of work also, requires lot of confidentiality. We handle very confidential things for the group or company. So it cannot be leaked out. It should not be getting leaked out outside. So your team should be with you always, and we should take care of the team very efficiently. And obviously, then strategic thinking should be there, and networking. Another thing is networking. You should have, I cannot go to a person whenever there is a work. I generally used to keep meeting people on regular basis, whether I have work or not, no work, so that I used to maintain that network, whether it is bureaucrat, politician, and other people. Regular networking, regular meeting is must. It is without that you cannot get your work done.
True,
It is
true.
very difficult to get your work done if you go to a person only during the time of your work. Then he will behave with you in that fashion only. If you keep a regular contact, regular networking with the person, yes, it helps a lot, and you can get your work done, very quickly and efficiently. Till now, I keep on meeting every day, 2-3 hours. I spend, my time with meeting people, new people, old friends. Even I keep on meeting people who are retired, because with bureaucrats a bureaucrat is important. Still, he is alive. You don't know what kind of help you can get from a person, and you have to be humble. In my type of work, you have to keep a relation with a peon, and also with the government of India secretary. So you can easily find out. You have to be humble. You cannot select it. Yeah, I will keep relation with this person. I will not keep relation with this type of person. This is not possible. So that's it. I mean, type of market. I hope marketing people also do like that. They also, so these are basic things,
Yes.
we have to follow.
Right. Being humble is very important. Like, I mean, obviously, in any profession, for that matter, I'm sure, like,
Yes.
I mean, if you want to succeed in life, I think that is like the very important motto that you have
Yes.
just mentioned about.
If you are humble, your 20% was get is okay. You are through. 20% you are through.
Right.
Being humble.
Right. So, So we would like to know, like, what has piqued your interest in ESG and corporate governance?
See, ESG is now has become very important nowadays. Every company has to do it now. It has to, because of the climatic change, social issues are there, and then regulatory pressure is for ethical business practices. This type of thing, ESGs, and there is a global awareness all over world. Industries are now following, they are now compelled to follow the ESG. And ESG also helps you in your risk management, opportunities in the business, and also what are they help you to recognize your environmental and social issues for your business, and that ultimately helps the financial performance of the group or a company. And moreover, there are huge regulatory pressure nowadays, for do ethical business, follow the regulation and everything in a proper way. Otherwise, company who is not following these ESG things are having a very tough time now. Huge penalties, legal actions are there. And moreover, investors nowadays are very smart. Institutional investor or foreign investors, they in fact pressurize companies to follow the ESG criteria thoroughly. And moreover, in my system involving the social, customer, or my customer is my viewers. In media, viewers. In media, there is a, now in news channel, there is a system we call, viewer journalists. Anybody can record a news from his own area, from wherever he lives, important news of importance, and send it to any news channel. If they find it okay, they will they are running this news nowadays, whether it is online or on television channels. So this is, and it also give a advantage on your company if you follow this ESG.
So, as an ESG and corporate governance expert, what values do you bring to the table?
Well, first, you should do ethical business. Nowadays, it is absolutely necessary. Otherwise, nowadays you can see lot of fraud, bank fraud. Some corporates are taking loans and siphoning of funds and not paying back to the government. Ultimately, bank money is our money. Your money, my money. So if a company does ethical business, it helps the company in long run. Transparency should be there. Integrity of the promoter should be there. Right? Then stakeholder engagement is also very important. Today, modern business requires stakeholder engagement. You can customers' opinion should be there. Suppliers, we should have a proper relation with the suppliers, vendors. Employees' benefit should be there. Employees, one should take care of the employee, should be your asset. Earlier entrepreneur driven companies never used to take care of the employees. Now they have started changing now, because they have now started understanding that employees is their main asset. Without them, they cannot sustain. And accountability is there. Your credibility should be there, and business should be transparent. And if you want to survive, then long-term valuation has to be there. And most importantly, you have to comply with all the regulations, thoroughly, properly, in time. You cannot, avoid these compliances. Regulatory compliance is absolutely necessary. Without that, any company will be in trouble, because regulation and the agencies are becoming very, very strict nowadays. So without proper compliances and these things, they cannot sustain. And
Yes.
it will become more tougher in future.
That's there. Yes. So Dr. Banerjee, when we talk about technology, what are some of the most remarkable changes you have seen in your field with changes in technology? And what changes do you expect to see with the advent of IoT, AI, ML, blockchain, big data, and Web 3.0?
See, media industry is a technology-based industry, basically, right? When television started, it was only Doordarshan, black and white. Initially, in 60s, I'm talking. Slowly, when Asian Games 82 happened, color television came in this country. Then slowly in 90s, 24/7 programs started by Doordarshan. And then private television came. It, changed the industry totally. Television viewership changed. It is total change, total new things started happening. And so much of job creation started. And this television industry in private sector has changed in last 25 in such a. Initially, see, in private television, there are two types of distribution today. One is cable distribution, cable TV, and one is distribution through DTH service. When private television started, satellite television, it started in India. All the channel is to reach home through cable. In early 2000, then Government of India started bringing DTH, direct to home service. That means direct from satellite, it reaches your home through a set-top box. So that two types of distribution now, they are there in India for satellite television to reach at your home. So that become a huge now. Television viewership started increasing. Television home now has reached around 20 crores television homes in India today. It's one of the largest in the world. 20 crores means if you say 4 members in a family. So 20 crores means 20 into 4, 80 crores television viewers.
Right.
In this country. And then slowly news channels started, 24/7 news channels started. And now digitization of content, online content and digitization started online.
Yes.
Every 5 minutes you get new news on your mobile phone now. You don't require newspaper now. Newspaper or business are getting hampered like anything. They have started shifting to online news now because of this digital technological development. And social media is, although social media news cannot be dependent, you cannot depend on them. Social media news, most of them are fake news.
Right.
But anyway, it is there. Then now streaming service has started, this OTT.
Yes.
OTT, it is a new system, a new business. It is giving a tough time to now television industry, linear TV. The normal television channels are known as linear TV. So OTT is now giving us tough time to linear TV. But India being such a big, huge market, largest market, so everything will survive. I mean, nobody can kill any other business. You have Mercedes, you have cycle also. That thing is there. So OTT will be there. Television is also there, and a lot of things will. New technology come, and now artificial intelligence has been started being used in news channel. You can see Aastak has started, artificial intelligence anchor.
Yes.
You will find it is, a real anchor, but it is an artificial AI anchor. So this type of technology is there, and moreover, artificial intelligence will give you your viewership button. What actually viewer wants, whether it in content. I mean, it is helping television industry in creating new type of content, whether it is news, whether it is a program. It is a very, technology is now will rule this media industry. Then now the TV and phone, these are smart Internet of Things you are talking about. Huh? This is what is that? This is smart TV. Everything on your to the remote you can see. You can see any OTT platform, YouTube, anything in your television or your smartphone. It's totally is going like anything. I mean, it has negative effect also. Yes.
True.
The family life is getting disturbed. Everybody in family is busy with his own mobile phone, 24/7. That is a basic problem. One has to keep a proper balance in that.
Yes.
And yes, blockchain and this machine learning and artificial, it will help in content creation, and blockchain will also help in content verification, like whether news is, how much genuine is the news, whether it's a fake news or a whatever, this type of thing. And also content monetization. What kind of content should I give it to our viewer at a reasonable rate? Everything is paid now. No, nothing is in entertainment industry is free. Everything is paid. Unfortunately, government of India is giving everything free. They want to provide free entertainment. They are giving. There is a DD free dish. You might have heard it. Government gives free DTH service to its citizen, which should not be there. I mean, you cannot give free entertainment. You give free food. You can give free education, free health services, but not entertainment cannot be free. You have to pay for that. But anyway, till date, government has not decided on that. And media regulations now, because of this new development, technology developments, now media regulation is going to become very tough. Earlier, when OTT service started in this country, it was totally pornography, nothing else. But we television industry now force the government to bring up proper regulation for OTT. Now they have bring regulation for OTT. Now this content has become proper in OTT service also. No dirty content is now allowed because OTT is also seen in the family.
Right. Yes.
So this type of thing, a lot of development will also take place now. The metaverse is there now. This is also coming. Although very costly thing, I don't know how many industrialists can afford that, but people are trying that. With emerging technology, you have to update yourself in all the industry. I mean, I am only talking being in media. I'm just telling, but in all the industries, you have to update yourself. With your business should be updated yourself, and your business should cope up with the technology. So
yes, that's very important. And
yes, we have to. You have to. Without,
we just hope that technology grows for better.
Obviously, without technology, you have to update yourself with the technology. Earlier when you started DTH business, Dish TV, it was simple set-top box, and through that only television channel is to come. Now we have started giving our viewers Android box. You can get this and all this OTT platform along with the television channels. So upliftment, development with the technology, new thing I've developed. Today, customers are ready to pay, provided you give them proper service. People are ready to pay. So, and that is the reason why foreigners are coming to this country, because of the huge market. And we are lucky that we have not allowed this foreign big media shark to enter in this country. You know, media is such an industry which can control a government. And if these foreign media houses would have been allowed, then that India would have become again, slave of this European community and other Western world. But somehow Indian entrepreneur managed that effectively. And we have not allowed any foreign, although Star TV was there, but he started his office from India only, following all Indian regulation, everything. So that's it. I mean, things are there. Indian and this developing now, industry is developing like anything. It's a huge now. It is at least by 2026, it will be an industry of 3 lakh crores. Media industry. And so much employment, direct and indirect. I mean, at least 4 to 5 lakh employment is there in media industry, including everything. Television, cable, DTH, OTT, 4 to 5 lakhs. Software creation, that serial production house and this thing. And you get so much new talents, from television programs. So much of new talents are there for the industry.
Yes, that's there. Everybody's getting the opportunity to work on.
Yes, opportunities and no monopoly for earlier. You only used to find Kishore Kumar, Lata Mangeshkar, Asha Bhosle, Mukesh. Now every day new singer coming out. And this has given good things.
Everybody's getting different platforms, different types of platforms to showcase their talent.
Platform and good opportunities there.
So moving on to our next question, as you know, we are building a community of industry magnates. The move is meant for cross-pollination of knowledge and building a knowledge-sharing community of corporate giants and industry experts. So what are your thoughts about this initiative taken about by Mr. Zishan Pathan, Mr. Hemal Mehta, and the whole World Development Corporation team?
Well, it is a very good, endeavor. I mean, this type of thing should be there regularly. And it gives a very good opportunity for knowledge exchange, networking, and learning opportunity. My belief is a person should learn until his death. Till his last breath, he should keep learning. The day you stop learning, you are finished. So this type of platform, WDC giving this type of things. So fantastic, things they have started, and innovative ideas they have brought, and these type of things, interaction, they should, continue, and this helps in networking also, they bringing together corporate, leaders and these things. It gets an opportunity to do more networking, knowledge sharing, and obviously learning opportunities are there. It will obviously help the Indian industries only. And the government of India's, thinks that independent directors should be registered in the data bank of government of India. So one of the, fantastic idea. So that earlier what is to happen, Javed Akhtar was independent director of Jet Airways. And, how it was not, I could not understand how Javed Akhtar can be an independent director in a Jet airline company. So at least this type of thing will stop. And WDC, I understand they have taken this type of active, initiative also. They are bringing industry, leaders there. And I want to congratulate Mr. Zishan Pathan, Mr. Mehta, and whole team of WDC for doing this type of thing. You should keep on doing this type of thing. And but unfortunately, very few people know about this thing.
Right.
You do more, publicity or whatever.
Yes. We just
It
hope to
should reach
grow
to
day
many
by
people.
day.
It should reach to people.
Yes.
People are not aware of this. At least in India, because India maybe globally it is getting recognition, but in India, slowly, obviously it will reach, but you should try to, reach to maximum number of people for this industry people.
So these have been really kind words by you. It was fantastic conversing with you, and I'm confident that your insights will inspire future leaders. Thank you so much for joining us today, Dr. Sushanto Banerjee. We wish you the
Thank
best
you.
for your future endeavors. Moreover, trust that this initiative by Directors Institute unquestionably expanded the participants' understanding and enriched their minds. And all the wonderful different principles, the teachings that you shared with us so far, your career journey, and the values that you plan to bring to the table, I'm sure like everyone watching this, our viewers, I hope it's going to help them grow in their careers too. Thank you so much.
Thank you.